Here's another Pete and Kymba with Ben Cousins Quickcast. A quick bit from the show.
It is over to Netflix right now, Kymba.
Yeah, I've got to tell you all about Victoria, which is the new doco on Netflix, the Victoria Beckham doco.
Oh, okay. I thought it was about Queen Victoria, something really interesting to watch. But no, the other
Posh
Queen.
Spice. And this comes 2 years after the Beckham doco. We now have a 3-part series on Victoria, and it is the story of Posh Spice, why she never smiles, and how seriously she takes the fashion industry.
People thought I was that miserable cow that never smiled. But I do. Don't be shocked. I have never forgotten where I come from. Performing was my dream. The Spice Girls made me accept who I am. And then all of a sudden, it stopped. That uncool kid at school that's awkward, that was me. But I desperately wanted to be liked, have a sense of worth. People thought she was a pop star. She's married to a footballer. Who does she think she is?
Victoria. Now, Posh is going to be judged no matter what, right?
Course. She always has been, hasn't she?
Of course. And I don't know that this doco is going to paint her in the glowing light that she might hope for, because I think some viewers are going to find it hard to buy her "I was goofy and unpopular and I feel so misunderstood" story. Like, you know, we all come from somewhere, and I think that she tries to demonstrate that. But I think that there's a lack of relatability there.
Yeah, we saw it in the Beckham documentary, didn't we? When she sort of was like, I'm just lower class, you know, I grew up like that. And Beckham just called her on her BS and was like, what did your dad drive you to school in?
Yeah.
A Range Rover. Calm down.
This doco shows her in the difficult life that she had when her parents had to remortgage the house in order for her to be able to go on to do dance and performance and to send her to school. And the house that they've had to remortgage is palatial.
More like a manor, so to speak.
It's quite amazing. But the doco does cover her Spice Girls history, but there's a very heavy focus on Victoria building her fashion designing empire.
Right.
And being taken seriously in that arena. And even when her empire lost millions of dollars and Beckham had to bail her out, so David Beckham was basically using his money to save it.
The Bank of Beckham?
Well, you know, but when people picked on her about that and the media went her, he came out and Beckham makes it very clear in this doco. He says Victoria came to this marriage with money. And she purchased their first home entirely on her own.
Yeah.
The first place they brought together, the manor that they got, and all of the things and the, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars of refurbs, she paid for. So he's like, this is a marriage. We help each other out when we need it. This is not something that she just came to as a freeloader.
She paid for that disgusting purple suit he wore at the wedding.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But the doco does give significant focus to Victoria's image, talking about her lack of smile, her eating disorders, and they reveal that it's quite hard for her, it has been quite hard for her to discover her authentic self.
Right.
Because she's been too busy trying to hide from cameras, but also have this really popular life where everyone wanted a piece of her and wanted to pull her apart.
Right.
I really enjoyed the Beckham doco, the original one, but this one doesn't have the same substance for me, but I do think it is worth a watch for you to make your own mind up.
Okay. Kind of feels like it's a little rudderless. Like, what is the purpose of this? Like, I'm enjoying watching it, but what's the end goal here?
It feels like the purpose is that she wants you to take her seriously as a fashion designer, and that's clearly where her love really lies, in making fashion.
She's very good at it. I mean,
and
she's been
very
so
good.
famous for that for so long now.
She is very good at it. And yeah, so I feel like it's about she wants to be taken seriously. But I think it's an interesting insight into, I think, the marketing campaign that is Victoria Beckham.
Yeah. You got to own your past, Posh.
If you want to be my lover, you got to get with my friends.
We love a bit of Posh Spice. Go and check out the doco. How many Posh Spices would you give it out of 5?
I don't like to rate them because it's too hard to put them against each other. But I'd say, yeah, go and check out Netflix. If you're interested, it'll take you in.
That was a Pete and Kymba with Ben Cousins Quickcast. Want to hear more? Catch the full show podcast on the Listener app.